Overview of Medical Legal Examination for Physicians, Part 1. Our resource person for this session is Dr. Joseph Palmera, an expert in the field of medico-legal death examination. With over 2 decades of experience, Dr. Palmera has played a vital role in strengthening forensic practice in the Philippines. He previously served as the chief of the PNP Medico-Legal Division.
Welcome to this session on medical legal examination for physicians. In this course, we will explore the important role physicians play in understanding how and why people die, especially in cases that involve legal and public health concerns. By the end of this session, you will be able to understand core concepts of medical legal examination, identify the types of deaths that require medico-legal review, and recognize your role as a physician within medico-legal system. To help you understand how MLDE works, we have organized this course into clear, focused sessions. Each one will walk you through the process, its significance, and your responsibilities as a physician. The medical legal death examination is a thorough investigation aimed at understanding how a person died. It is not a legal ruling, but rather a fact-finding process that seeks to uncover the truth behind a death. This involves identifying the deceased, determining when and where the death occurred, and establishing the medical cause and manner of death, whether the death was natural, accident, or the result of external factors. The goal is to provide clarity for families, aid public health efforts, and support justice when needed. The 3 types of systems are medical examiner system. It relies on physician, often with specialized forensic pathology training, conducts autopsies, and determine the cause and manner of death. Coroner system, typically headed by an elected official, which oversees death investigations. Depending on the jurisdiction, coroners may or may not have formal medical training. They often work closely with forensic pathologists when medical expertise is needed. The law enforcement-led system. Police or other law enforcement agencies take the lead in investigating deaths. Each system has strengths and limitations, influenced by country's legal framework, resources, and historical practices. Despite differences in structure, the 3 systems share key functions. They investigate unnatural, suspicious, or sudden deaths. They work closely with law enforcement and forensic experts, and they determine the cause and manner of death based on medical and investigative findings. Certain deaths require medical legal examination. First, deaths due to unnatural or external causes, such as homicide, suicide, accidents, trauma, poisoning, drowning, electrocution, or burns. Second, potentially unlawful deaths, where foul play is suspected, or there are signs of abuse, neglect, or suspicious injuries. Third, sudden, unexpected, or unexplained deaths. This includes cases with no clear medical explanation, those dead on arrival with inconsistent histories, or deaths within 24 hours of hospital admission without a known cause. Fourth, deaths due to neglect, such as newborn lacking maternal care, or an elderly person left unattended. Fifth, death in state custody, including police custody, prisons, or psychiatric facilities. Each of these cases requires medical legal investigation to establish facts, uphold justice, and support public health surveillance. Currently, the Philippines adopts law enforcement-led medico-legal system. The lead agencies are the Philippine National Police and National Bureau of Investigation. The PNP handles most death investigations, especially those tied to criminal cases and public order. Their medical legal officers conduct autopsies for incidents involving law enforcement. The NBI takes on more sensitive or high-profile cases, including deaths with national implications. A strong legal framework ensures accurate death reporting, supports justice, and protects public health. The PNP handles most criminal and public health cases, while the NBI manages sensitive or high-profile investigations. Under Republic Act 6975, certain types of deaths must be referred to Philippine National Police for investigation. These include homicide, suicide, accidents, and fatalities with suspected foul play, such as extrajudicial killings, abuse, neglect, sudden unexpected or unexplained death, such as those declared dead on arrival with unclear histories, or deaths within 24 hours of hospital admission without a known cause, must also be reported. Deaths in custody, while in police detention, correctional facilities, rehabilitation, or mental health institutions require mandatory reporting and forensic review to ensure accountability and protect human rights. In all cases, timely referral and proper medico-legal investigation are critical to establishing the truth, supporting justice, and strengthening both legal and public health systems. Under Republic Act 10867, the National Bureau of Investigation is mandated to conduct high-profile, sensitive, and specialized death investigations. The NBI investigate high-profile, sensitive, or specialized cases including human trafficking, exploitation, and abuse, extrajudicial killings, especially involving state forces, media, or civil society, deaths of top officials, including the President, the Vice President, Senate President, Speaker of the House, Chief Justice, and judges. Transnational crimes such as smuggling, drug trafficking, terrorism, and cybercrime, mass fatality events caused by natural disasters, where NBI leads in victim identification. Under Presidential Decree 856, also known as Sanitation Code of the Philippines, Section 95 outlines the legal grounds for conducting an autopsy. Number 1, upon order of competent court, mayor or provincial or city fiscal. Number 2, upon written request by police authorities. Number 3, when required by Solicitor General. Number 4, upon written consent of the nearest kin to determine the cause of death. However, cultural and social norms must also be respected, especially for Muslim Filipinos and indigenous peoples. The decree specifies that autopsies may only be performed by the following: health officers or government-employed physicians in public hospitals or LGU, medical officers from law enforcement agencies such as PNP or NBI, medical staff of DOH-accredited hospitals, retired municipal health officers or former medical legal officers are not authorized to conduct an autopsy. This ensures only current, officially designated personnel can conduct autopsies. Under Department of Health Administrative Order Number 114, Series of 1991, municipal health officers are mandated to perform key roles in medical legal processes. It expands the scope of an MHO duties beyond traditional public health functions. It also formalizes their participation in forensic investigation and legal proceedings. These responsibilities include conducting autopsies, performing medico-legal examinations, and serving as an expert witness in court when needed. Let us now examine the current practices in medico-legal death examination in the Philippines. The medico-legal officer works at the intersection of medicine and law, leading death investigations on forensic cases. This role demands clinical expertise and knowledge of legal procedures, ensuring findings are accurate, defensible, and useful for justice, safety, and public health. Core responsibilities include: number one, conducting postmortem examinations to determine cause and manner of death, such as in natural, accidental, suicidal, or homicidal cases. Number two, examining bodies for injury, disease, or toxicological evidence. Collecting biological samples, such as blood, tissue, body fluids for lab analysis. Equally vital is documentation. Every autopsy must be thoroughly recorded, with evidence labeled, preserved, and handled in accordance with legal standards. In many areas, local health officers or government physicians take on medico-legal duties when forensic specialists are unavailable. They handle basic tasks such as issuing a medical certificate and conducting external examinations. Complex or suspicious cases, however, are referred to forensic experts or specialized facilities. An MHO may certify death in community with or without an autopsy, especially in rural or underserved areas where training in forensic pathology is limited. The court recognized the death certification as part of an MHO legal mandate, making their role vital where no other qualified authority is available. As medical legal officer, the MHOs carry several key duties. They may begin by requesting the police report, especially in crime-related or suspicious deaths. MHO are authorized to certify the cause and manner of death on the death certificate. If unclear or suspicious, they may recommend further examination or refer the case to a specialized facility. They perform a basic external examination to note injuries, trauma, or abnormalities. Findings such as decomposition, wounds, or unusual signs are carefully documented. When an autopsy is required but beyond their capacity, the case may be referred to PNP or NBI or Forensic Pathology Center. Finally, the MHO prepares the report of findings for submission to police investigators, supporting both legal documentation and ongoing investigations.
Congratulations on completing Part 1 of the Medical Certification of Cause of Death training.